Hey everybody, how you doing? Derek here from M1 Realty. So I recently put out a video about the top 5 options you have as a home seller in this current market, and I got a lot of feedback about one of the options in particular, and that had to do with rent to own. So I'm making this video now. We're going to expand on that a little bit, hopefully answer a lot of the questions that you might have, give you a little bit more detail, and hopefully this will enlighten you and really show that it is a good option. So with that being said, let's get into it. How you doing? I'm Derek Warrenka. I'm the broker owner here at M1 Realty, founder of the company. I've been in the real estate business for 18 years, and we've built this business in downtown Ferndale into the #1 real estate firm in the city of Ferndale. Now, I'm always looking to share my knowledge of the real estate market, as well as share any new and innovative programs that come up, just like this one. But before we get into it, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my channel. I try to put out informative, educational videos at least once a week, just like this one, on any topic that I think might help you and your family better educate yourselves on the market that we're currently in. So without any further ado, the program that I'm talking about specifically in this video is called Home Partners of America, and it's an excellent option for a lot of people. And let me tell you why. A lot of people have asked me about this rent-to-own option and what is it? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Home Partners of America is a program that allows you to live in a home and pay rent for up to 5 years, where you can purchase it at any time. The lease terms are set day one as soon as you sign with them, and they don't change no matter what happens with the market going on, which is a great option right now, seeing as how the rental market has exploded. The average rental price in the Metro Detroit market has gone up 12% in the last year, whereas this would be locked in at around 3% per year on a cost of living adjustment. All that means is if you decide to keep renting this property, after about a year or so, if the rental market keeps doing what it's doing right now, you could end up paying substantially under market rent for the property that you're in. The other added beauty of this program is at any given time, even if you've only lived there for a day, you can purchase that property anytime you want. And just like the rental rate, the purchase price is also outlined day one, so you know exactly what you're getting into. That's what I like about Home Partners, is it's very transparent. They're gonna tell you from the day you move in, year 2, if you opt to renew your lease, they do 1-year leases, and you can live there up to 5 years. So as soon as you move in, year 2, you know what your lease amount will be. Year 3, same deal. Year 4, year 5, you know exactly what you're gonna pay for every year that you're gonna be living in the house. Same goes with the purchase price. So the first year you're in there, they're gonna tell you, this is what it's gonna cost you to purchase the home. Year 2, the price will probably go up a little bit. Year 3, year 4, year 5, but you're always gonna know exactly what the purchase price is gonna be at any given time. So the first question that a lot of people have is, what do I need to qualify? Well, there are some standards that you have to meet, but they're really not all that difficult. You have to have a minimum credit score of 580. Your total gross household income has to be a minimum of $40,000. Now that's everybody that's living in the home, even if the lease is just going to be going into your name or the purchase. Just everybody combined that'll be living there has to make it a minimum 40 grand. Really, the only other qualifications that you need is you can't have any felony convictions in the last 7 years, and there is a one-time $99 application fee. Although currently, this is February 2022. When I'm making this video, they've actually lowered the application fee down to 35 bucks. The next question I get is, so what happens once I qualify? Well, at that point, they're gonna give you a set rental amount that you can't exceed, and then based off of that rental amount, we go out and look at properties that are for sale on the market that will suit your needs. Once we do identify that property and it's something that fits within Home Partners guidelines, they actually will go and pay cash for the house. Now, I know it's a very competitive housing market right now, but cash is king. So they have a very good track record of securing homes for the people that are in their program. Now, I know it's, like I said, a very competitive market, and there's multiple offer situations on several homes, but they will absolutely get into a multiple offer situation. In certain circumstances, they're willing to bid over asking price in order to secure the home for their clients. Once the home is under contract, they will arrange their own inspections. They have their own inspector that will come and check out the house to make sure that it's going to be a safe, secure place for you to live in. They're going to have their attorneys review the paperwork. The whole process from the time they get a house under contract until the time you'd move into the home takes about 45 days. And during this time, They'll actually consult with you, and if the house needs it, they will put in new carpet. They'll potentially repaint it for you. If there aren't appliances that come with the home, or they're not good quality appliances, they'll put in appliances for you, except for the washer and dryer. So they'll put in a stove, a fridge, a microwave, and make sure that the house is move-in ready and a comfortable spot for you. In addition to that, once they purchase the home, at that point they'll have you sign a 1-year lease agreement, as well as an exclusive option to purchase the home. So during that time, you are the only one who has exclusive rights to buy that home at any given time. They won't market it to anybody else. There won't be strangers coming through your home. You basically are going to live there for a year unless you decide to purchase the home. And after that 1-year lease is up, you'll either renew your lease, or at that point in time, you're free. Just move out, go to someplace else. And once again, that rental rate is set right when you move into the home, so there's not going to be any surprises. It's extremely transparent. That's one of the things that I really like about this program. It really gives you the opportunity to test drive a home. If you decide you like it, you want to buy it, you want to live there, for as long as you want, you have that option. And if not, you're not stuck with anything. Another question that I get frequently about this program is, am I obligated to buy the house? And as I've already stated, absolutely not. You are under no obligation at all to purchase the home, but you do have the right to purchase it if you so choose at any given time, even if it's, like I said, only a day after you moved in. And then one thing a lot of people want to know is, so yes, if I exercise that option to purchase the home, I really like it, I want to buy it and make it my own home, do I have to go through Home Partners to get the mortgage? Well, the answer to that is absolutely not. They're not a lender, so they're going to buy the house, and their whole goal is to, just own decent single-family homes all around the country. If you choose to buy the property, we're going to set you up. You can use anybody you want for the mortgage, but our preferred lender partners are standing by to help you and assist you in getting the mortgage for that property anytime you're ready. So, another question: will Home Partners of America buy houses in any city? The answer to that is no. They're in most major cities across the country at this point in time, but there are certain areas around the country where they're not in there yet to purchase properties at all. And even within the Metro Detroit area, there's a few municipalities where they just won't buy, and those are usually the cities that are a little bit less landlord friendly than others. So they've just decided that it's not in their interest to purchase homes in those localities, but I would say the majority of the cities in the metro area are definitely open for this program. Another thing that people want to know is, will they purchase homes at any price point? Well, that varies city by city across the country, but in our market in Metro Detroit, their properties are capped at $450,000. They just won't go over that price point at this point in time. Are pets allowed? Absolutely, pets are allowed for families that own pets. There are a few restrictions. They will allow up to 3 cats and or dogs, and the combined weight of the 3 animals can't exceed 180 pounds. Certain restrictions apply to dogs. They don't allow certain breeds like Dobermans, Pit Bulls, Mastiffs. That's just those are their guidelines. Again, this program is not going to be for everybody, but if you don't own those breeds, then most other breeds are perfectly fine. They don't allow any livestock or any farm animals of any kind, and they will allow aquariums, but they can't exceed 20 gallons. Other than that, you're good to go. Will Home Partners of America buy any type of property? No, they won't. So they are looking to purchase single-family homes, and that means they're not interested in condos. They're not interested in log cabins or farms. Basically, they want homes that they can, if you choose to move out, they want to be able to rent it to somebody else relatively easily and not have some kind of a niche property. So the other guidelines that they have, the homes that they buy can't have dirt or gravel driveways. They won't buy foreclosures or probate properties or anything that's in a distressed condition. And other restrictions that they have, they basically don't want anything that's going to have a negative impact on the saleability of the home. So if you're near landfill or near an airport runway, they're probably not going to purchase that home either. But that being said, the vast majority of homes across the metro area are 100% eligible for this program. One other restriction that they do have that would kind of impact Ferndale and a lot of the Woodward corridor, the surrounding areas around us, is Home Partners won't purchase a home that is over 100 years old. So, many of the homes in Ferndale, the surrounding areas, were built in the 1920s. So, we're not quite to 100 years yet, but we're getting there. So, if you're interested in this program, seems like it might be a good fit for you, but you want to live in Ferndale or Hazel Park or Royal Oak in an older home, you might want to act quick on it. And there are a few other minor restrictions on the type of homes they'll buy, but by and large, most of the homes around here will qualify no problem. I would just say either consult their website or just get with me before you start shopping around, just so we can make sure that you're not spinning your wheels and looking at homes that don't have any chance of being purchased by this program. Another common question, so say Home Partners purchases a home for me and I move in and I'm renting from them. As far as maintenance issues go, who's responsible for what? Well, Home Partners is responsible for most of the major maintenance on a property. So that would be the electrical system, the plumbing system, the HVAC system, appliances, foundation, water leaks, roof, exterior maintenance, you name it. Anything big that could go wrong with the home, they're the owner of it until you purchase it. So technically it's their responsibility to keep it maintained and safe and livable for you. Now, as the resident of the property, you're responsible for like the minor common sense maintenance. Like you'd have to change your own light bulbs. They will actually drop off furnace filters for you, but you're responsible for replacing them. Like fence maintenance is one of the things that they don't do, so you'd be responsible for that. Mowing the lawn, shoveling the snow, picking up after pets, just the normal stuff that you do anyway as a tenant or a homeowner, you'd also be responsible for in this scenario. So a lot of times when I'm talking to people about this program, we get to this point and they say, well, this sounds too good to be true. Like, what's the downside of Home Partners? Well, the main downside is in a traditional rent-to-own scenario, a portion of your monthly rent will a lot of times go towards your down payment or towards your closing costs, essentially towards the purchase of the property. Well, with Home Partners, it doesn't. So your rent is your rent. And at that point in time, if you decide to buy, you're going to be responsible for your closing costs and your down payment. So no portion of the rent that you're paying will go towards that. So another question I get asked is, well, what's into this for Home Partners? Because this sounds like a really great program for owners and tenants, but where do they benefit from it? Well, their goal is they've got two goals, right? So the number one, they want to own quality single-family homes nationwide that, if you decide this isn't the right house for you, again, you decide to move out, they can move in another tenant and keep it as a money-generating rental property. The other thing that's in it for them is if you decide that it is the property for you and you want to end up buying it, they've done a service for you because, not everybody's in a position right away at all times to get into the house that they want to get into. So the fact that they can pay cash, get you into that home, and then put you in a position to become a homeowner is a benefit. And we're not who's kidding? They're going to make money in the process as well, right? So they're renting the property for however many months it takes till you buy it. When you purchase it, they're not going to sell it for less than what they paid for it. So they'll make a little money on that sale as well. But at the end of the day, they own quality single family housing stock across the country, and they can provide a service for the community as a whole. So another big question that I get from people when I'm explaining the program is, where do I benefit? Like, what's in it for me to actually put people into this program and get them into home? Excellent question. There's a couple things that are in it for me. Number one, I get to solve problems for my clients and put them into a home and into a situation where they have a little bit of flexibility. So I think as we outlined in the last video that I did where I brought up Home Partners, if you're looking to get out of your current home and cash out and you don't want to be under a huge amount of pressure to buy something in the next 60 to 90 days and close on it, Home Partners is an excellent option because it gives you a year to get into a house. You can take your time, find the right property to buy. There's no surprises, there's no hidden nonsense. You're going to get into a quality house that's going to be well maintained, and you don't really have to be under some massive time crunch in order to purchase your next home. The other advantage is if you decide you really like living in the home that Home Partners purchased, you can just buy that house and then you're good to go. The other way that this is advantageous for me or any other agent is once Home Partners purchases the property, once you're approved in their system and we go out looking at homes for them to buy for you, when they purchase that home, I actually act as their agent. So I get a commission when they purchase the house. I don't get any kind of, residual fees for like monthly rent or anything. I strictly get a commission when they purchase the house for you, and that's it. Well, I hope this brings a little bit more light into what Home Partners of America actually is and answers a lot of the questions that you might have about it. If you need a little bit more information, you can reach out to me anytime you want. Direct line is 248-561-6155, or you can email me at dwarrenka@m1realty.net. And I'm also going to put a link for Home Partners of America. I'm going to put their link to their website down in the comment section below. And once again, I'd really, really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm always trying to bring information, share my knowledge with people, and just bring informative, hopefully entertaining content that makes your life easier on the real estate side. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to bring you some more informative content next week. And until then, thanks a lot, guys. If you need anything at all, please reach out, and we'll talk to you soon.